Hey, friend. Hey. Welcome back to my channel, looking for a sign, and welcome to your weekly vibe. All right. So, if you're new here, this is going to be any type of warning, heads up, or anything that spirit feels like you need to know right now at this time. Okay. So, we are going to be doing the air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. If you have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and your sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, Uranus, Jupiter, I don't care, anywhere in your birth chart, and any of these messages resonate with you, then it is for you. Make sure that you check out my Patreon because I have the extended posted, okay? You get 2 additional messages, your love messages and career messages. All right, let's head into it. All right. All right, air signs. Let's see what y'all got. So we have bird flying, news on the way. Bread, yes. Period of prosperity and abundance. Somebody's behaving stupidly, okay? Turkey. They probably got a turkey neck, okay? All right. I wonder what the spirit totem for turkey means. Okay. All right. So we have someone is behaving stupidly, spirit. Why is that here for my air signs? Well, I don't know who is behaving stupidly, but they are stupid, okay? This looks like somebody that is trying to win at all costs, to include being unfair or doing something very maliciously. All right. All right. This gives a vibe of, I don't know. I don't think this is you. I think you are the person that is being done unfairly, and you have someone who they want to win at all costs, okay? They could be working with someone. They could be working with someone. They also could be planning with more than one person. This has to do with someone not wanting you to have some type of feels like a power struggle, okay? Someone doesn't like the fact that how do I word this? Someone doesn't like the fact that they have went to great lengths to cause a painful ending for you. They've been unfair to you. They are 5 of swords to you. So they are trying to win at all costs. They have come together to work against you. But for some reason, okay, you're like that one roach that they step on in the kitchen. You just won't die. Spray it with Raid. You spray it with Windex. You step on it. It just won't die. It's giving the energy of no matter what they do that's unfair to you, you keep coming out on top, or you keep coming out in a position of power. They're trying to change the way that people view you, or change your momentum. If you are accomplishing things, or very successful right now, very ambitious. They kind of want to slow you down. Somebody here, they just don't feel, they don't like the way that you keep getting back up, you know, get knocked down 9 times, get up 10. Somebody just has a problem with how driven and ambitious you are. It's like no matter what somebody does, you are more focused on yourself. You're not focused on what someone is trying to do to you. Here's the thing. With the 10 of Swords in reverse and the Justice in reverse, I don't even think this person realizes that they're putting themselves in a position where they're kind of screwing themselves over. They're putting you in a better position. Why? Because it's giving the energy that while this person or group of people is consistently trying to make things hard for you, they're being unfair to you, they're making your life hard or complicated, or they could have done things in the past to make it just difficult and it hasn't been fair. You have felt like it hasn't been fair. This person, even though you're looking at this like, yo, why won't they just leave me alone? Like, you know, it's not fair or something, you know, it's something that was done unfairly or something that you feel like a wrong has been done to you intentionally, okay, to affect how much money you make, how people work with you, if people want to work with you. Like this is somebody that doesn't want you to be seen in a positive light. They don't want other people to see you in a positive light, but you're coming off as somebody that keeps making things happen. So for example, let's just say that your job intentionally tried to shortchange you, right? You still manage to make sure your bills get paid. Somebody's trying to make you seem like a bad parent, right? But you still make sure that all their needs and stuff are supplied and that, you know, they don't miss any sports events and that, you know, everything is good. Like there's something where someone is doing something or has done something in the past to make your life hard just because they don't want you to shine. Knight of Swords, this is somebody that doesn't like the fact that you're able to move past challenges that are given to you. You're coming out like the Queen of Wands, and this person doesn't like that. Temperance, you could have a lot of spiritual covering, okay? But this is giving an energy of you're not the problem because you're coming out very peaceful. You're coming out very balanced. You have some type of emotional mastery. You are in control of your emotions. This person is not. So it's almost driving this person crazy that they can't trigger you. But here's the thing, okay? It's backfiring on them because the things that they did to like trigger you or to have work against you, that's what's happening for this person. They're creating a domino effect that's going to affect them. And in hindsight, what I see with someone is behaving stupidly, they're putting themselves in a position to where they're going to be going through, this could be legal issues, this could be laws, this could be, you know, bad thing after bad thing. This could be some type of illegal or legal situation coming back to bite them in the butt. This is a wrong decision that somebody has made, okay? This is the vibe of somebody who did something and was so focused on trying to cause delay and hardship with you that they weren't paying attention to the fine print. So it's like what happens is what they did or how they did something, it comes back to bite them in the butt. And they're so focused on the conflict, the chaos, trying to fix the mess that they created, right? Like they don't have time anymore to focus on you or to throw a wrench in your path or to attack you in any kind of way, because now they've tangled up in this mess that they have to undo Meanwhile, again, you are the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles. So it's like they get themselves all tangled up in a mess that's supposed to be for you, and they leave a paper trail that they have to get themselves out of. This is somebody who could possibly tangle themselves up in a situation where legal action is taken against them, or it's a situation where the law could get involved, or it's something to where this is coming out as something to where there is some type of paper trail, there is some type of receipts, there is some type of evidence, because this person is they're spending so much time trying to talk themselves out of something they've gotten themselves into, that it literally leaves a perfect path for you to grow, heal, evolve, move forward without them throwing a monkey wrench in there. And with Temperance here, it's showing me that that's, to me, in this case, would be like the divine intervention. That's the peace card. That's the balance. Like, finally, like now I can do what I was doing, be successful and be whatever you have going on without these people bothering me. Like, I could do this in peace now. So somebody is trying to make life hard for you, and the Tower is here. This is going to backfire on them. It's going to create hardships for them, and thus is a blessing in disguise, because it's going to be making your life a whole lot easier, and you don't have to do a thing. You don't have to do the thing. It's like, they pretty much like created the chaos in their own life. So nobody's gonna look at you and be like, oh man, like, why you do them like that? Like my hands, I wouldn't even know nothing about that. I was up here minding my business like I've been doing. And with that Three of Pentacles, that is my card of status. That is my card of like that level up. So it's making you look even better, because it's like this person's going through all these hardships and all these things. They really are looking like the person who is being unfair, the person who is being vindictive, the person, who is doing the absolute most. So your hands are clean. I love that for you. So we have a period of prosperity and abundance. Why is this here? Period of prosperity and abundance. A period of prosperity and abundance. Why is this here? Ooh, I like that. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, listen. Ooh, I knew it. Hear me out, okay? This right here shows me that at some point this week, you may be realizing that you are spending too much time escapism, okay? So you're too much time escaping from things that are uncomfortable, things that don't feel the best, okay? Things that are overwhelming. You may be going out with friends, you may be celebrating, you may be going to get-togethers, you may be communicating or entertaining new love interests, and doing everything except locking in and focusing like you said you would, okay? At some point, you're going to realize, it's like this light bulb goes off, that things aren't moving forward because you're kind of in your own way, okay? So what I see here is you realizing that the burdens and the hardships are coming because you're being too self-indulgent, and you don't have enough discipline to stay locked in. And that's what's creating a lack in your manifestations, in your health, in your growth, in your success, in your career, okay? And this is an energy of you being like, yo, on some real ish, I really need to get it together. And you're going to lock in Queen of Pentacles. There's a balance. There's a grounding, okay? And she's even holding a pentacle. So that's letting me know you're going to start to notice that, yo, I'm really locking in where I'm supposed to be locking in because money is trickling in. And the money trickling in, see? And we got the world at the bottom of the deck. So that's letting me know, So that's letting me know, okay, that you're moving on from being just like self-indulgent and self-sabotaging and that sort of thing. And you're moving to a place of like, okay, I really need to lock in. I need to take accountability. I really need to get together. Like, I'm creating these burdens. Nobody's doing this to me. Like, I really need to sort my feelings out. I really need to, get back to working out, eating right, getting locked in. And you do, and look at that. Right as I stop shuffling, okay? So that's letting me know that that you're going to know that it starts working because what's this? 2 and 3, that's 5, 6, that's 6 of cups. So that's back to your familiar, back to what's comfort. So it's telling me that you're leaving a comfort zone that's clearly keeping you stuck. And this is you like not really talking to people like you were, not focusing on people like you were, not in drama like you were. Like, you don't like to be a part of the drama. You just like to hear about it. You just like to know what's going on, but you don't want to be involved in it. But now it's like, this is the energy of like you realizing like, let me go ahead and lock in. But by doing so, you get the Queen of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, which is the 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. So you're going to start to see some of your manifestations come in and things starting to work out in your favor. And that's what's going to motivate you to keep going and keep pushing, because you're going to realize like, yo, that's all I had to do to kind of like, get the thing moving, because things may not be trickling in as well as much as they were before, or things may not be moving as fast as they were before. And you're realizing like, oh, I get it. I think it's me, because I am allowing myself to get distracted with people, with friends, with things, with events, with travel. Like, I'm doing all these things except for really locking in like I really want to. I love that for you. All right, we have news is on the way. Okay. Spirit, what is this news? We have news is on the way. What is this news? News is on the way. Okay. News is on the way. Ooh, I like this for you. Oh, that's good news. Okay. This news that's coming in, it looks to be positive news, good news. It is a change of luck or an opportunity, okay? Some type of breakthrough that's coming in. And I'm going to tell you this. This is letting me know that this is some type of breakthrough or communication in regards to there's something that you did the right way, or there's something that you did by the book. You cut out the middleman, Queen of Swords, 3 of Swords, that's the 4 of Swords. So that tells me that you contemplated, you thought about this, okay? Queen of Swords to the 3 of Swords, that tells me here with this placement that you have cut out the emotions. There's something that you said, you know what, I'm going to put my feelings to the side. I'm going to stick to the facts. I'm going to stick to what I know, or I'm going to stick to, whatever it is. I'm taking my feelings out of it, but I know I'm making the right decision. Queen of Swords, she does not do feelings. So the Queen of Swords, she's very smart. She's very intelligent. She's not cruel. She's going to let you speak and say what you have to say. But if you start feeding her BS, she's going to, she's coming at you with the sword. Like, don't think that because I'm sitting high and pretty in my chair with this sword that I don't know how to use it because I'm trained with it. Okay. So this tells me whatever this news is, I feel like it's some type of news that is coming in that is changing your luck. Because it is there's some type of freedom, or there's some type of change, or there's some type of truth that comes out because you decided to do things the right way, to go through the right channels. You cut out your emotions, okay? And you turned a loss into a temperance page of wands. So you turned it into something that was beneficial, okay? Something that was supposed to be a hardship. You found the peace in it. You found the, look, I'm about to turn this into something that is into my favor, okay? And this is where you kept moving. You may not have known all of what you were doing, but this is the energy of like taking a leap of faith and making something happen. Okay. So news is on the way. I feel like that is letting you know that your luck is changing due to you taking the proper chains when it, going through the proper channels or something, and taking your feelings out of something and approaching something very logically, based off of truth, based off of facts, based off of what you could prove in black and white. Okay. This is you having profound insight on how you can balance out a wrong or something that was just intended to be painful, a loss, a sadness, a separation. Okay. And you're figuring out a way to make peace with it because you either communicated something to someone or took a step in making something happen. Okay. So if you've done that, you may be hearing some type of response. Okay. In regards to that. All right. So that is for you, my air babies. All right. You guys give me 1 second. All right, sorry. My little children, they are getting ready to head out of here for school. So I need to make sure they were good. Okay, so sorry about that. All right, water signs. We have dolphin. So this is going to be for the water signs, okay? So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, okay? If you have those anywhere in your birth chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node, okay? Uranus, Jupiter, whatever, okay? If it resonates with you, then the message is for you, okay? We do have an extended where we do 2 additional messages, love messages, and career messages, okay? If you want access to that, you just click the link in my description box below, okay? So we have dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past, a journey, either physical or mental, and slowly but surely getting ahead. All right, so let's do this. Financial gain. Oops. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. All right, why is that here for the water placements? I kind of like it. Oh, yeah. This is you. Oh, yeah. This is you working, maybe overworking, but you are refusing to give up. Okay, this is you holding on to a manifestation, a dream, oh yeah, something that you wanted to manifest, oh yes, or make happen. Okay, dang. How do I feel like these are stuck? Oh, wow. Well. Okay. So this is where you are working your butt off. You are either independent, wanting to be independent. Maybe this is you trying to save up money for something. Maybe this is you trying to leave a job, leave a situation. But this is you working your butt off because you want to be financially independent, okay? You know exactly what you want and you are working hard to get it, okay? Now, you may have really been trying to take action and make some things happen, but 5 of Cups, it just wasn't happening, okay? And it was just really hard to try. Like, this is the energy of like, I'm not just going to accept that this isn't working out. You may have even had days where, like this is just way too much, okay? But with the Tower card here, it's giving me an energy of suddenly, okay? Because then we have the 3 of Cups. So this lets me know this is the energy of when you are like, content creators. You're constantly posting, nothing. And then boom, it's that one video that changes everything. This is you working, and then boom, okay? You're finally starting to get ahead and things are finally starting to happen because we have the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups, though, is here with the 8 of Wands, okay, and the 3 of Wands, okay? So that's letting me know that is like something is coming in with the Sun card. Something is coming in where you feel like finally my ships are coming in. Finally, there's success. Finally, things are starting to look up, okay? So expect some type of unexpected win that happens this week, okay? Or it could just start this week and then maybe it happens, in March. Who knows, okay? So we have journey, physical or mental. Journey, physical or mental. Why is journey either physical or mental here? Why is this all about? Have y'all been being extra dramatic lately? Extra emotional and extra dramatic lately? look, y'all got money coming in. Okay. You guys could be winning some type of lawsuit or some type of case, or there could just be some type of legalities that are coming in that are working in your favor. This right here is an energy of you kind of being a little dramatic. Your energy is all over the place. You're trying to focus. You've planted seeds. You've been working hard. You've been doing whatever, and you've been waiting for some type of stability. You've just been waiting for some type of reward for all this hard work. But this is giving not that you're being like dramatic in the sense of like, oh, it's not fair, poor me. But no, it's giving a little bit dramatic, like you're not really, how would I put that? You may have thought that you were going to accomplish something one way and never even crossed your mind to be open-minded to a different path or a different way or a different outcome. So when things weren't working out the way that you wanted them to, or the money wasn't coming in, or, things were not working out, it was really like crushing to you because you put all your eggs in one basket or all your eggs in one path. However, this is showing me, that's why it says a journey, either physical or mental. This looks like a mental journey that is affecting the physical part of the journey. But what I see here is that at some point you get it together here with the Strength card. At some point you realize, like, wait a minute, I need to keep it together. I need to, hold it together. And kind of, see the bigger picture of this before I kind of spaz out. Because once you do that, this is you checking yourself on your emotional stability. This is somebody saying, you know what? I am grounded. I am sovereign. I got this. I move through life unopposed. I can do this. I am grounding my energy. I'm not begging and pleading in desperation with the universe. I'm trusting the universe to do what they're going to do. And I'm going to do my part and put in this work. And, this is what I'm doing. This is somebody's going back to basic. This is you realizing that you're spiraling. And before you start to, you're catching it and you're like, you know what, I need to calm down and I need to kind of chill out. The last card here is the Justice. So it's letting me know that there's a cause and effect. What you're trying to accomplish, you accomplish, or what you're trying to do, you do. This has to do with some type of stability, and when I say stability, it's not just money. This mainly has to do with some type of emotional stability. So you could be seeing a situation differently once you realize, like, oh my gosh, maybe I am crashing out. Like, let me, become more stable, maybe ground my energy a little bit. It shortens like this dilemma or this something that feels like everything is falling apart. It's like you're able to get it together and you're like, oh my gosh, like I could do this. I could see the bigger picture of this. Like this situation really isn't as bad as I thought it was. Like I got this. Slowly but surely getting ahead. I love this for you. Slowly but surely getting ahead. Why is this here? Boom, Wheel of Fortune. Really? Really? Yep. Yeah, look. This is telling me that this is somebody here that, this is somebody here that is afraid of loss. Somebody is gripping stability so hard because they're so used to the other shoe dropping. They're so used to, if it's not one thing, it's another. It's always something else. This is somebody that is intentionally grounding their energy, grounding their nervous system. I'm talking to people that are heavy into grounding their nervous system, protecting their peace, even if it means moving in silence where you may have felt like you owed people an explanation, or I want to, let people know what's going on because I didn't like it when somebody was, betraying me. But this is more of an energy of like, no, I kind of need to approach this in a way that protects my peace, even if that means not explaining everything or, you know, saying certain things in a certain way or handling things in a certain way without being too direct. Like, this is somebody who is not being sneaky to be backstabbing or to betray anybody. This is somebody that is just moving strategically to protect their peace because they're starting to understand how their peace and their emotional stability and their nervous system is affecting what they're manifesting and what they're receiving, their ability to receive. So slowly and surely getting ahead is because somebody is realizing, in order for me to get ahead, I need to be grounded and stable. My energy just can't be scattered everywhere. This is somebody who is intentionally calling their energy back from every person, place, thing, timeline, or situation and circumstance. And this is somebody who is moving forward and still, going towards their goals and making things happen, but they're doing very strategically and they're protecting their peace by any means necessary. And that is how they start to see their luck change. That's how they start to see things, start to turn around. And so this is somebody that is connecting the dots and going, holy crap, this is working. So I'm really going to protect my peace. Okay. Oh God. Earth. Earth babies. Okay. Earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. So if you have those placements in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, Jupiter, Uranus, I don't care. Okay. If any of these messages resonate with you, it is for you. We do have an extended. In the extended, we get 2 additional messages, love messages, and your work messages. Okay. If you would like access to that, you can go ahead and click on the link in my description box. So we have broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business, new home, new attitude, and spiritual love. So parting of the ways in either romance or business. Let's see. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. Okay. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there's definitely a parting of the ways. Definitely a parting of the ways. Whether this is in romance or business does not matter, okay? This is the energy of somebody who is not wanting to be codependent in a situation anymore. This is somebody who is ready to be an individual, and they are focusing on their goals and their dreams and what they have going on. Let's say this is a happy marriage, okay? This is still someone who is saying, I want something that's for me. Rather, it is a job, a company, an investment. This is somebody who's like, I want something that is for me. I don't want, like, I love that we have a business together. I love that we have a home together. We have a family together. We have all these things together. But I want something on my own. Okay. For others of you, this is the energy of somebody who realizes that until they leave this job, until they leave this partnership, they are not going to be able to be successful, happy, or reach the level that they want to reach. Okay. This is somebody that feels like they're balancing too many things at one time, or they're taking care of too many people at one time. This is somebody that just feels like in this partnership, whether it's a marriage or a business, somebody here feels like I'm taking on the brunt of the relationship or the brunt of the partnership. Somebody wants to, this is the energy of somebody who's like consulting with a lawyer or consulting with some type of authority figure that can point them in the right direction, because this is someone who is tired of being sick and tired. Okay. And it's also someone who kind of lacks, it does kind of give an energy of somebody's upset with themselves for not leaving sooner, or not walking away sooner when they were in a better financial position, or when they were in a better position in the business, when it was making more money. I knew I should have invested money here, or I knew I should have, got out earlier when things were good. Someone here has a lot of regrets. They're juggling the regret of the past versus repeating this same mistake. And with the Ace of Swords in the Sun, somebody is feeling like, I don't want to regret. I don't want to feel the same regret and heaviness that I did the first time that I should have left, this company, or where I should have left this marriage. So somebody feels like it's time to go. They have maxed out their potential. There's no way that they're going to be successful like they want to be, or as independent as they want to be in this dynamic. And there's regret here from not, like I said, not leaving sooner, or not doing it when they had the funds, when they were in a better position to leave, because now they're balancing different responsibilities, multiple responsibilities. Okay. But this is somebody that also may be going and talking with a lawyer or somebody of authority, because somebody wants to make sure that they're doing this in a way that they can handle the obligations and responsibilities afterwards. Okay. 9 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. Somebody's like, listen, I know it's going to be a challenge, but instead of trying to do it on my own this time, maybe I can talk to this person, this lawyer, or this person who knows what they're talking about, so that I have less of a burden on my plate, or I have a better understanding of exactly what I'm going to be responsible for. Okay. With this Ace of Swords, it does make me feel like whatever somebody finds out, or whatever they put together, is going to be the breakthrough moment that's going to make them feel like, with this Sun card, they're moving in the right direction. They're that much closer to their happiness, their goal. This is somebody who feels very confident about the way things are going. Okay. Okay. So we have new home, new attitude. My necklaces are tangled up and it's driving me nuts. Can you tell? Can you tell? Let me know in the comments if you could tell. Because I'm trying to stay cool, but it's driving me a little nuts. Driving me a little crazy. All right. We have new home. I got a new attitude. Okay. Somebody is jamming. I don't know why I'm hearing it's raining men, because that doesn't have to do with anything. Oops. All right. New home, new attitude. Broom. I don't know. I just saw somebody, like a couple, jumping the broom. That's an African American thing. Yeah, jumping the broom. I also see somebody's house. They have like brooms, like these, like wicker brooms. I don't know if it's wicker, but they have like these big brooms on their wall. I don't know why I'm being shown that, but anyway. Well, I mean, there is a broom on this picture, but somebody has it hanging up like on the wall, like as decor, like wall decor. Anyway, next to a mirror. I don't know why that's important. So we have new home, new attitude. this is a side note. Okay, I am getting random when I just saw new home, new attitude. If your house has been feeling like really heavy lately, and you feel like you've done everything, and like lately, like you've prayed over it, and you've called, especially if you have like an ancestor altar or something, and you've called in your ancestors to clear whatever, you'll know that it's been clear, because when you walk into your house, it's a lot lighter, and it looks brighter. If that's not going to make sense to anybody unless it's for you. I don't know who this is for, but it just gives a vibe of like the sun is brighter, the sun, the sky is bluer, and the sun shines brighter. My house feels clear. It's just a confirmation that the energy has been removed. This is really driving me nuts. Okay. All right. Why is new home, new attitude here? Okay. Hmm. Okay. I kind of like this. So I see here that somebody is moving. Okay. If you're not moving to a new home, then this is just like a stable energy, like you said, new attitude. Somebody's attitude is changing. There's a soul tie that's been broken here. If it's not a soul tie, then this is just like, so okay. Somebody, if you have a toxic, you know that you have a toxic soul tie or toxic bond with someone, okay, and you've really been trying to figure out how to like break it. It looks like, because it's giving one of you was not willing to release the other, but you, I'm assuming it would be you. There's something here of like someone, it's like the light bulb goes off for someone, and somebody realizes that like I don't have to be attached to this energy if I don't want to, or I don't have to, be in this energy where I feel addicted or I can't, let go of someone. Somebody's new attitude is coming from the fact that they are letting go of negative thinking, being overly controlling, trying to control someone, trying to control a narrative, trying to control it's like someone's not trying to control things that are no longer in their control. This is someone who this is interesting. This is someone, I know this is gonna sound really weird. I know this is gonna sound really rude, but with new home and new attitude, somebody is like separating not just from a group of friends, but from a way of thinking, toxic patterns and behaviors. Somebody is taking accountability for their life in a way that they weren't before. Before they would blame it on their childhood, or I have PTSD, I have traumas, or I'm going through things and I can't. But I don't know what's happening, but this is the energy of somebody who is no longer playing the victim, even if they were completely justified in playing the victim. This is somebody who is really just tired of being in a certain dynamic. Rather, it is a toxic friendship, relationship, whatever this is, somebody is moving on, but without feeling like they need the presence or the permission of the other person. Like before, somebody may have felt like, oh, the reason I can't get over them is because they won't let me go. But this is somebody realizing, when I was really feeling like I couldn't let go because they wouldn't let me go, I'm really giving them all the power. They don't have a say so if I go or not. I don't want to be in this dynamic anymore, or I don't want to have these toxic habits anymore. I don't want to be controlling anymore, whatever. And this is somebody who is just moving different. Hierophant, okay? This lets me know too, with the Hierophant, that this is somebody that may be seeking advice from a wiser person, following, they could be following somebody who's wiser, but this is also somebody who is really taking the time to figure themselves out in a way that they hadn't before. I also have the Moon here with the Six of Wands. So I feel like this new attitude is not, it could be an actual move, but I don't see that here. I see this is somebody that's environment is changing because they're taking accountability and they're taking ownership. Whereas before, they may have taken accountability or ownership, but they just felt like, it's not just me because I've done everything to stop these habits, to be not codependent, to not have to rely on these friends or not have to, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's like somebody is really taking back their life and realizing just how much power they had to change their environment, change the people they were attracting, change the energy that they were bringing towards them. This is somebody who's letting go of like resentment, hurt, and anger. Oh, well, I can't keep female friends because, girls are mean girls. They don't know how to act. And this is somebody realizing, oh, damn, because of my trauma, I'm a mean girl. I really do feel like I have, if somebody brings up their daughter, I feel like I have to compete. Or if somebody, says something about them, oh, dang, I really do turn around and make it about me. Maybe that, like, this is somebody who is realizing that the call is coming from inside the house. And with the Moon card, I don't think they saw it that way before. But with the Six of Wands, that's telling me that, like, this is somebody who's coming out victorious. This is somebody who, once they realize where they had the power to break these cycles that they may have, it's everybody else's fault, or, girls just don't like me, or, nobody wants to help me out. And, I'm always good to everybody and nobody's ever good to me. This is somebody who's just evaluating, but what role do I play in that? And finding that they play a bigger part than that than they wanted to admit. And their environment is changing. Also, with their environment changing, I'm also seeing that this is somebody that I don't feel like it's intentionally, but I do feel like this is somebody that goes into prayer, meditation. If you are a gifted earth sign, because this is Taurus energy, but we have Capricorn energy here, Pisces energy here too, Cancer energy. So even if you are, let's say you are a gifted spiritual person, this is also somebody though that is getting different kinds of downloads now. It's like somebody here has some type of spiritual progress to the point where, like, even the downloads that you're getting are like, there's more progress in there. Like there's maturity, there's progress. Okay, that's all I can say. Yeah, there's somebody definitely taking their power back here. Okay, all right. So last one we have is spiritual love. Spiritual love. Okay, spiritual love. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, this is an energy of this looks like you. There's somebody here who is getting over some type of really painful heartbreak. Like this is somebody who may have said, love just ain't for me, or I just don't see myself you know, falling in love again, or all these dudes are the same, all these girls are the same. This is an energy of somebody who is working through some type of trauma. And let me tell you something. If you are working through some type of trauma, I don't even think you're necessarily doing it on purpose. This is an energy of like you just trying to make it through the day, or you know what I mean? Like it's just like another Monday or whatever. But at some point, you're going to realize that, like, man, I'm really doing this work, because this comes through as you discovering things about yourself and things about the role you may have played in your misery that you necessarily didn't before. You're starting to see, whereas before you like to talk to people about the things you went through and your trauma and stuff, and felt a sense of familiarness or comfort with people that had gone through things similar. But this is like you're moving past that. Like this, I don't know what this is necessarily, but this lets me know you're making a decision to whatever this is. There's some type of painful ending, something that was going to end regardless, okay? And it just hardened you, but I don't think you realize that you were hardened. Not to the extent that you're going to realize that you were hardened. And this is a vibe of somebody realizing like, oh my gosh, like I want love so badly, but I'm emotionally unavailable. Oh my gosh. Maybe that's why I keep attracting emotionally unavailable people. Like it's some type of breakthrough thing that you're having, okay? And what I see here with spiritual love, this looks like a newfound love for self. And this also feels like a newfound love, like you're whatever. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I finally got it. Whatever there, because what I see here is what was your ultimate. This would be, if I could have the perfect life, this would be my ultimate wish fulfillment. That's changing. And it's changing because you're changing. With spiritual love here, this looks like, for some of you, because of an ending, you may receive communication from someone who's now single and available, looking to mingle. And they've been checking you out for a while. And now they're ready to rush in because they're single now. And for some of you, you may really feel like, oh, you should have caught me 6 months ago. Because what I thought was spiritual love with you, I realize now was just a spiritual trauma bond. Like we're still soulmates, we're still cool and all, but not what I want or what I used to want has changed. Okay. For others of you, I feel like as you're going through this transition or this change, you may end up accidentally, because you're so focused on self. Like this is somebody who's realizing I thought I had self-love before. I thought I was doing the self-love thing. But now I realize like I wasn't, because look what I was attracting. And I still get a little triggered and a little jealous, when I see other people's sons or other people's daughters, or, like I want to compete with my daughters, or I want to compete with my sons or my nephews or whatever, or when I see, a girl looking great, my first thought is not, ooh, I love her shoes. My first thought is, she thinks she's cute. And then like you're thinking about it and you're like, holy crap, like now that I think about it, I guess I'm not as, because this is somebody who's realizing I'm not as open to receiving love, and I'm not as healed as I thought I was, because I still feel like there's not enough love to go around. I'm still moving from a place of lack. So as somebody is realizing that, they're healing that as well. So this is somebody who's intentionally changing the way they show up and changing their mindset and changing their frequency, and it's working. Because for some of you, you're going to get the attention of a new soulmate who's on the same frequency as you. This could be money related, through work. Maybe you have your own business or something. For others of you, this is somebody that could see whatever you have going on online. But whatever this is, I can tell you, the Six of Wands with the Two of Wands, that's the Eight of Wands. This is something that comes in very suddenly. Even if it's this epiphany, it comes in very suddenly. It's like, that wasn't on my bingo card today, but holy crap. Like, I'm telling you, once somebody makes a very small breakthrough, and the examples I use don't even have that. Maybe you have a lack mindset because you think that you're abundant. Oh, I manifest things all the time. You know, I don't have a lack mindset, and I've worked through my lack mindset, stuff, or, whatever. But then when you go into your closet, it's like, man, there's all these clothes that I need to get rid of, and then I can't, because, like, what if something happens and I need that shirt? Or, there's just something. It could be anything. But there's something that's going to make a light bulb go off, that's going to be like, oh my gosh, I really thought I had worked through that. But I guess I didn't work through it completely, because I should be able to let those clothes go. If I'm in an abundance mindset, abundance is an overage of anything. So if I'm saying that I'm abundant and I know that there's more, why am I hoarding everything? Why do I emotionally shop for things I don't need? Because I'm codependent. Oh my gosh, I'm codependent, and there's a sense of lack. Because I always feel like I need to be surrounded by stuff because I'm lonely. And if I'm surrounded by stuff, I don't feel so lonely. But I want to be surrounded by stuff because it feels safe, because people can leave me. Oh my gosh, my children have grown up and left me. And, my parents may not be alive, or, just whatever. And you're like putting the thoughts together, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm emotionally unavailable, but I'm sitting here talking about how I want people to love me, but I'm hoarding things. Like, oh my gosh. So like somebody here is having like this like epiphany moment where once they see it, they can't unsee it. And that's when they start working on something. But very quickly, you're going to see the shift. If that applies to you, very quickly, you're going to see how things in your life just completely shift, because with that Six of Wands, it's giving like, oh my gosh, I did it right. Like, there's a victory. Like, I got out of that space. And then look, I'm really proud of you. I don't know why. I feel very excited for you guys. Okay. Fire. Fire. Hey, okay. So that is Leo. No, that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay. So you have that anywhere in your birth chart: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Jupiter, Uranus. I don't care. Okay. If it resonates with you, any of the messages, then it's for you. Okay. Also, quick reminder, I do have an extended. You get 2 additional messages: your love messages and your career messages. If you want access to that, you can click on the link in my description box. So we have Kangaroo, Unsettled Times, Need to Plan Ahead. Unsettled times. Need to plan ahead. Why is this here? Oh. That sucks. I hope this is not you, though I do not see you on this board. Let me just tell y'all something. Somebody has been, okay. This is somebody that has not been doing what they need to do. So this is somebody who lacks purpose, lacks motivation. This could also be somebody who has just failed to make a decision to start the process of something to move something forward, okay? For others of you guys, this is giving the energy of someone who made a bad judgment call, because the judgment call that they made was meant to put them in a better position. Or this is somebody that made the decision to be sneaky or, you know, conniving or whatever. They made this decision without knowing whatever they know now. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is given like a destiny karmic change, okay? Someone did not plan to be cut off or to have to deal with something alone. Somebody thought that they were always going to have their status. They were always going to have whatever they have. This is somebody that does not plan ahead because they're too busy worried about what it looks like. They don't want to look weak. They don't want to look broke. They don't want to look like they can't handle their job. They don't want to look like, you know, like they're struggling with something. But I feel like this backfire. Yeah, this is something that backfires, okay? Because this is somebody that is not, they thought something would always be available to them, or someone would always be available to them, or a resource would always be. This is somebody who has not planned ahead. And it's going to bite them in the butt, because if this is a dynamic, like a relationship or something, the other person has planned ahead. So this is giving the energy of like somebody popping up victorious and the other person didn't even know that there was a competition going on. But it's because they made the wrong decision and they were focused on the wrong thing. They were focused on deceiving people. They were listening to bad advice. They were focused on keeping up the facade. They were focused on trying to maintain the status, while this person over here was saving for a rainy day to get the hell out of Dodge. If this is a work situation, this is a situation where somebody made the wrong decision and they weren't exactly, you know, preparing for a rainy day because they were spending that money and living paycheck to paycheck. And now, you know, they could be out of a job or something like that. Okay. Or a promotion falls through. But this is an energy of somebody who realizes that whatever plan they had was not fully thought out, because they didn't think about what could go wrong. They were only thinking about how they were getting ahead. They haven't considered everything. So if that's you, I would get it together. If that's not you, I would still get it together, because this coworker, this romantic interest, or this friend, they are probably going to be looking for you to save them because they are not prepared. Okay, we have Rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. Ooh, let me find out. Too much concern with sexual matters. Okay. Somebody is about to get caught. Yeah, they are. I hope this doesn't involve any pregnancies or babies. I mean, in this spread you wouldn't want it to. Because it's not looking clarify the moon. Okay. Okay. Too much concern with sexual matters. This is somebody that is, I have two groups, but the first group, this is somebody that is only focused on getting what they want and what makes them happy. This is not somebody that is emotionally invested in anything other than something short, sweet, to the point, wham, bam, and thank you, ma'am. Okay. Look, if you're not trying to get pregnant, take care of yourself. Okay. If you're like, SJ, I ain't done nothing in 39 years, 6 months, and 4 days, and then this is where you take what resonates, and this doesn't resonate, so you leave it. But for the first group, this is an energy of somebody who is trying to keep somebody, and they may be wanting to have intercourse all the time because they are intensely trying to get pregnant, thinking that it's going to heal a dynamic. Now, if you have children with someone else, even if you don't want that person anymore, even if that person don't want you, you may not know this or not, but the other person seems to be they compare themselves to the person that you have children with. And I don't know what your dynamic is with them, but they're seeing this person as the empress or the emperor, okay? It just comes off with the rest of this spread like they secretly feel like they can't measure up to whoever you had children with, even if you're like, I'm not a fan of that person. It doesn't matter. This person just feels like whatever you two have isn't the same as whatever you and that person had once or whatever. So with too much concern with sexual matters, somebody here is taking it upon themselves and has decided they're going to get you pregnant, or they are going to get pregnant with the hopes of the moon and the star. What is being hidden, the star. They think this is what's going to heal the relationship, the dynamic. This is where the good fortune comes. If we can manifest us, well, if I can manifest us a baby, this will fix it, because I see the way this person treats the other person they had kid with, or I see the way that they speak highly of them, or I just see the way that things were with them and the person they had kids with, even if y'all not together, and obviously. But this person is just like, yo, maybe if we do break up, they'll still feel about me the way they feel about the person that they, have children with. So I would watch it, okay? If you are like, SJ, ain't no way, because the person I have kids with, it's no way that don't resonate. Okay, cool, leave it if it's not for you. But with too much concern with sexual matters, you need to be careful. Because there is somebody here who knows your worth more than you do. So get it together, wake up and get it together. Somebody here knows that you are out of their league. Somebody here knows that you don't play no games, okay? However, you're being told to be patient, okay? Because this is coming off like, for you, this just may be like a physical thing. Somebody wants to conquer you, or you may want to conquer somebody, but you need to be careful. Because it just looks like if there's somebody trying to conquer you, you may be more emotionally invested in this person. And this person, this is strictly just a physical thing for them. Or vice versa. You could be like, SJ, that's me. Okay, cool. Well, this person has there's genuine emotions and feelings here. But somebody is coming off like 5 of Swords and the Page of Wands with the Tower. Like, it's really giving, like it's giving, I just want to conquer. I'm going to get you at all costs, but this is strictly a physical thing. I'm not trying to, this surface level. This is not nothing, And you over here or somebody is over here in the Knight of Pentacles energy and the Empress energy. Somebody over here is like, oh my gosh, this is the start of a new relationship and we're going to consistently be doing it every day. And we are going to be like, low key, sneaky links. And this person's like, nah, who told you that? That's not what we talked about. So I don't know if it's you or them, but be careful. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Mm-hmm. What is going on with y'all? Oh, they said stop. Okay. Oh, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Look. In relationships or in business, make sure you can really trust who you're doing business with. Because somebody here, it's giving somebody moving money or taking money or doing shady things with money. It's okay. For some of you, this could be you. If you are making a good chunk of change or, decent money, and like now you're not, now is not the time to be delusional. Like, this is somebody who is still spending money the way they were when they had it coming in consistently. Chariot, this could be a lot of traveling, control, or this could also be like, I get a lot of traveling though. This is somebody especially with the Judgment here. This is somebody who, in Queen of Pentacles, is somebody who is used to making, good money, but there's something that's happening to where the money's not coming in like it was before. But with the Judgment here, this is somebody feeling like, but it's coming. I'm not worried about it. But I got the Empress in reverse, y'all. So this is making me, along with the other cards, Seven of Cups, like it's giving an energy of like, don't be delusional. Unless you can see where this money is coming from, what you can see is the Tower and the Judgment. Something is not the same. And so you can't spend money like you were before or move like you were before. Because Seven of Cups, this is somebody who doesn't want to see something because see, this is somebody who doesn't see, and I just saw the Eight of Cups. This is somebody that doesn't want to see the reality of something. See, I'm not tripping, y'all. I'm not tripping. This is somebody that does not want to see Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Somebody doesn't want to see that, like, okay, I need to, rethink this, or I have to, figure out a new strategy or set a new budget or change some things around because somebody is just Seven of Cups. They're convinced. Judgment card, we'll figure it out. The Chariot, I will, move past this. I'm abundant. Things are coming in. I don't know what's going on. But this Empress is in reverse. That is not an abundant energy. Okay? That is actually the opposite of abundant energy. That is the type of energy of somebody who is actually very codependent and somebody who is, they're very sluggish. They don't have a whole lot of energy. They have abandonment issues. This is somebody that, no. So if this resonates with you, be careful with what you're spending, because even with this Four of Cups, it gives an energy of like knowing. Do you see how like he has an attitude about taking that cup? It gives me the energy of somebody who's being told or shown through spirit, because we do have the High Priestess here, okay? Hey, you got to choose another cup. We have the Seven of Cups here. You got to choose another cup. You can't spend like you were, do the things that you were doing before. You got to slow down. But did you see they didn't even want to take it? They didn't even care about that other opportunity that Spirit's given them, because they're like, but look at all these cups over here. This is what I'm used to. And I just, like this is somebody who just doesn't want to see something for what it is. So this is your heads up. Take it however you want to take it. Okay. All right. Well, I love you guys tons. Head over to the extended. Okay. And I will see you guys in the next one.